Let's talk big Lotto. Big Lotto, okay? You and Big Lex gonna have to pay for y'all sins for what y'all did. Cause ever since y'all kept talking about y'all big, everybody and their mama big.
But wait, there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained?
What is going on, Entertainment? So Tim Capital with another video. We talking Big Lotto's album, Sugar, Honey, Ice, Tea. Okay? Here's the thing. I love this album. I don't care what nobody says. This, to me, is one of the best female drops, besides JT, of the year. Pure point blank. I listened to it, and y'all, I don't like to recap albums quick. And this is my opinion. I'm not a music producer, but that's just my ear and what I liked it about it. I like to sit on it for like a couple days or whatever. I know it just came out, but I listened to it headphones. Y'all know the routine. TV, and I drove to it. I did not skip one song except for Liquor on this one. Because there's, if y'all pay attention, there's two discs. There's this one and this two. This two is all the songs she's like already put out there, which, as ironic as it is, I don't know if it's because the songs have been so repeated, and we've heard them so much that the disc two is the songs I can't listen to. But this one, she put her foot in there. Okay, you ever heard a bitch put her foot in her music? Her toes was on the bass. Like, this album, to me, the reason why I liked it is because of the storytelling. Listening to this one and this part of this album, you can tell. I feel like I know her more now. She love her nigga down. She's not fazed by a lot of the people talking about her. A lot of people have tried to break her and 21 up. She kind of confirmed 21 and her being together by one of the lyrics that she says. I forget which song. She says, y'all niggas fighting over rap beefs and stuff, but my nigga fighting a government case. I said, ugh. Well, that only means one person, okay? Because we know Mr. 21 is beefing with Ice. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I understood her more after listening to this album, and that's what made it much greater. And Barb's, not too much. This is the only album, in my opinion, that's seen Pink Friday too. That's just my opinion, okay? I love JT's album, don't get me wrong, but I do feel like she could have left a couple of tracks off. This, to me, was not a skippable album except for one song. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Some of my favorite songs on there is Shout Out to Me. Shout Out to Me is so like, I feel like it's a classic. You know what it reminds me of? You know the song, I Can Feel It in the Air. I Can Hear It in Your Veins. It reminds me of that. It reminds me a little bit of that, to be honest. And this whole album, she really is just popping her ish and letting us know that she like is that girl. But she's doing it in a way that is like lyrically appeasing. She's not just talking about her pussy. Because that's one thing a lot of the girlies did when they dropped is all we heard about how wet the punani is. Now, she did talk about how wet the punani is, but not on a repeated basis. If she was to say something about her punani, she would talk about it in a way where, you know, she's just not saying it's wet and everybody. For example, and Shout Out to Me, she says, I'm in love with a thug. He's more... I'm in love with a thug. He's in love with my ass, but he's more in love with my face, and that's a lot to say because my waist, my waist is slim, but the cake's doubled in weight. I mean, like she got them big Debbie cakes. Like, I'm sorry. When I listen to music, I put aside who the artist is as a person. Like, I'm not the biggest Latto fan. I didn't told y'all that. A lot of how she raps, I don't like. But this album, to me, she switched up the flow in a couple of songs. She really did. Y'all may not agree, but it's my opinion. She switched up the flow a little bit in a couple of songs. Some of them she sort of gave us a little slow jam with it. Some of it she did the regular nuance, which I cannot stand. So, how she raps sometimes. She gave us a little bit of that. She gave us a little bit fast pace, and she gave us a little bit slow jam. Like she mixed it up. That's what I really appreciated with this album. Another one of my favorites off of this album too would be Squeeze. Let me tell you something about Megan Thee Stallion. I feel like Megan Thee Stallion raps better when she's being a feature on somebody's song versus in her own song lyrics. I mean, versus in her song by herself, solo. The reason why is because the way she was rapping on Squeeze, the bitch has something to prove. So I'm like, how come you didn't bring that to the damn Megan album? Like, what happened to that? She was hungry the way the bitch was rapping. You couldn't tell her nothing. The energy that she put into Squeeze. I'm just saying, I feel like she raps better in the feature. Like, it was a masterpiece, that song. I don't know. I thought she was going to first sample Humps. My humps, my lady lit it. Because the song started with the pss, I thought it was going to be Humps. I'm like, oh no. But, you know, it turned out to be different. I don't know if it's still a sample. I didn't look that up in detail for that specific song. But it didn't sound like Humps after, you know, that first couple of you know what I'm saying? But if it was a Humps, like full-on sample of the Humps, that would have been kind of cute, though, not gonna lie. But like I said, Megan really slid on that track, to be honest. And to me, that's my number 2 track of the album. Number 1 being shout out to me, and then number 2 being Squeeze. My number 3 on the list is Copper Cove. Copper Cove, first of all, I've never been like, I'm not saying a fan of Honcho, but I don't listen to his music. And if I did, I probably didn't know it was him. Now I see why he gets the hype that he does, because even though he's hella auto-tuned, it did make the song sound a lot better. Now this song is sort of like a slow jam, sex type of vibe, and that's why I really liked it. Y'all know it's gonna be getting played all throughout the holidays and Valentine's Day at that. That's to me is my 3rd best song, next to Eye Candy with Coco Jones. When Coco sitting there, she was just like, oh. I'm like, oh. No wonder she named it Sweet Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Like, that's the perfect name for it, because the album was just smooth. Like, it wasn't like, you know, some albums when you're listening to it and it gets to like a couple of songs that you just gotta skip through because they're rough and they don't coincide. That's why she named it. Sweet Honey Iced Tea is smooth, is sweet, you know, is regular, right? That's why I feel like she named it that. Also, the transitions too throughout the songs is something that you couldn't ignore, especially if you listen from beginning to end, because she did say listen to it from beginning to end. So that's what I did, instead of like skipping around to see which songs I would have like more than the other and then listening to the whole thing. So I just listened to the whole thing first, just throughout. But Latto, I got a bone to pick with her, because it's like, who do you think you are, bitch? Not only she was popping her edge, she was talking about us casuals, us regular folk that ain't just got money to spend out the wazoo, bitch. Fuck you, ho. Talking about you only go out of town on your birthday. Girl, what that got to do with you? I'm confused. I was like, whoa. Clearly that's about somebody personally that she knows or know of, because that's very specific, because that's a lot of people in America, especially in this economy. What you talking about? Just people just going out of town for fun, traveling for vacation, and they're not on vacation just because. Okay, some of those folks that just go out of town on their birthday, the same up who listening to you, Latto. Let's not get beside yourself now. That's another one of my favorite songs. Number 5 on the list of mine is Brokies. Okay. Y'all gonna tell your birthday, Brokey. It was me planning on going on out of town on my birthday because it's coming up. I'm like, way to make me feel better. Listen, this girl was really popping her ears throughout the whole album. Like you really couldn't tell her nothing about herself at all. I do like that song, and I feel like it's going to be like, you know how They're Not Like Us is becoming like a trend. I feel like Brokey is gonna start becoming a trend. People are probably gonna start doing like memes on Twitter about broke things that broke people do, and then captioning it Brokey. I could just see that. So this homage was sort of like a homage to Atlanta. Now I did see a lot of people sort of poking fun at her because they feel as if she's putting on the Atlanta sort of slang a little bit hard to seem more like she's a Georgia peach. How y'all mad at this girl for talking like she talks because of the environment she grew up in? Do I think she puts a little bit more twang into it just because she knows that she wants us to know that she's from there? Yes, I do. I'll be a lie if I didn't say I didn't think that. I do. But I feel like a lot of people end up saying that about her or making it seem like it's negative that she talks like that because she's biracial. Let's be honest. I'm just saying. It is to me a trend to hate on certain like female artists just because everybody else is doing it. I don't. In my opinion, ever since the whole beef between her and the Barbs and everything, I don't think that she's been poking the bear. In my opinion, like she sort of kind of minded her business, especially as of lately, and just been doing her own thing. So I think the unnecessary hate for this project is overshadowing just how good the album in itself is. Another one of my favorites on there is Blicky, okay? And the favorite part about this song is the beginning, okay? I don't like no nigga without a blicky. Cause when shit gets sticky, I'm gonna need a blicky boy. Where that blicky boy? Okay, when she said that, I screamed. Okay, like one thing I like about an artist is them being animated, them painting a picture. Like when she was saying that, I picture her saying it. Like I imagine her face saying it. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like I imagine a girl saying that. You ain't got no blicky. I don't like no nigga without a blicky because this shit is sticky. Where your blicky, boy? Like that made me laugh. I appreciate that with an artist. Like if you can make me laugh through music, you kind of did your thing, okay? Because that's not easy. All right. Some of my also notable references on the album, some songs that I feel like maybe weren't the best, but were, pretty good is the Good to You. I really kind of expected a little bit more from that song just because Sierra was on there. But that was probably maybe a last minute add-on. And I also like Georgia Peach. The beginning of the album started off really, really strong in my opinion. Okay. Let me know what y'all think down below. Don't do too much in the comments. I'm not a producer. This is just my opinion. Okay. And I give this album a 10 out of 10. The reason why is because I feel like she took her time on this project. It didn't seem rushed. She gave us variety in regards to the songs that were on this album. We had slow jams. We had songs that are club jams. We had songs that are, to me, inspirational and aspirational, such as the Shout Out to Me, which you can kind of use that song in regards to your own self because she's just, speaking aspirations really in that song. Okay. Let me know what y'all think down below about this project. Is this project seeing some of the other projects that were dropped this year? And is this project better than some of her previous projects that she has dropped? Okay. Let me know what y'all think down below. And we're out, babies. No personal thing.